Hello, this is Faith of Faith and Books. How are you doing? I decided to make a little video about my garden. I just signed up for Slow Food USA, which is, I'll link to the organization. It's part of Slow Food International. I'm just going to get their newsletter. I've been following them on Instagram. But I'd love to potentially start a group, a chapter in my area, which focuses on good, clean, fair food for all. So it's very community-based, and it's really tied into the whole local movement and regional cuisine and gardening and that sort of thing. So that inspired me to do this. And I'm gonna have a busy day today. It's early, it's before 8:30, I think. And I'm gonna just do a quick walk around the garden, focusing on just producing food. There's lots of weeds, please ignore the weeds. And it's going to be really hot today and humid. Anyway, so that's what I'm going to do. Okay, so here we go. I thought I'd first show you my chickens. I only have 3 because one of them bit the dust. But they give me 3 eggs regularly. Every day I get 3 eggs. And in the fall, I want to get pullets, 3 more pullets. I think 6 is the most chickens I can have in this little coop. But yeah, there they are. So here are our blackberry vine here. And boy, it's going crazy. I have it in the wrong place. In the fall, we're gonna move it down and put it against the fence and let it grow there. But we are getting a lot of blackberries, a lot of fresh blackberries. I come out here and pick them in the morning and put them in my yogurt, or just fruit salad, or just eat them, you know, just pop them like a snack. This is my bed that had the red cabbage in it. I've cut both of them down and given them to the chickens. Turns out chickens love red cabbages that are weevily. So yeah, so I got rid of those. Something ate my kale. Look at that. That is just... So I'm gonna probably... I have to look and see if you have to pull up these things, or if it's good to just let them rot in the soil and it will, you know, be like a compost. It will enrich the soil. I gotta look that up. This is the sweet potato, though. Sweet potato vine is doing well in here. Then over here we have the last weevily cabbage that never really formed a head. And I'm gonna wait a couple days because I've been feeding the chickens a lot of cabbage. And then I'm gonna cut that up and give it to them. I have my lone zinnia that I planted that actually grew. It's mostly leaves. And then I have an acorn squash here. I have more kale that's weevily, or, you know, eaten. And then I have another sweet potato vine, and something ate that too. So I had, let's see, oh, there's actually 2 sweet potatoes in here. Okay, so I have 3 sweet potato vines. Is that right, or is this? I feel like I had more. I planted like 5 and I'm down to 2. No, okay, I do have 2 in here. 2 in here and 1 over there. So hopefully I'll get some sweet potatoes. Let's see, what else do we have going on here? There's a bumblebee. Got some marigolds here, and I'm growing some beans right here. I need to actually stake them because they're starting to grow. But I'm kind of using them as a cover crop. And maybe I'll plant more brassicas here and see if I can get them to grow for the fall. I need to start them and transplant them, I guess, but after I get back. Herbs, and I have not been harvesting the way I should. This is basil, but look, this one really went to flower. So I really need to get lots and lots of basil in, and use up the sage too. Yeah, the sage looks pretty good. Some of it's eaten. And then I've got this, I think that's celery. This is celery. Still needs to grow a bit. This is oregano. This is parsley. Yeah, this is celery right here, and something else is growing. No, that's oregano. Yeah, and then the chives are just, you know, they're hanging in there, but they're not really thriving. So this area of the yard has kind of gotten abandoned because the latch on this gate broke, and we don't want our dog running out. He escaped a couple of times. So we've put these planters here, and I completely forget that they're here. This is my lemon balm and mint, and I just forgot. I forget that I have them. So that's not good. I really need to fix that latch. Look at this. There's a big spider web growing. You can tell we haven't been going in and out here. You can't really see. I'll go around to show you. There's just 2 little food items, or maybe 3 in the front yard, and I'll show you that later. This is the new strawberry beds right here. We only got a few strawberries this year, which we knew was the way it was going to be. It's a little bit weedy. I want to get the grasses out. I don't mind the clover, that's nitrogen fixers, but it needs to be weeded. And then I want to plant asparagus, and I want to grow asparagus with the strawberries next year. So that's that. Here are nectarine trees. They're looking sad, really sad. We did get nectarines, and they were spotty and small, but they tasted good. And I was going to harvest them, and I didn't get to it. And then the next day came and went, and I didn't get to it. And then we had 2 really big thunderstorms, and every single nectarine has disappeared. It's just gone. I think they got blown off, and I think animals have been having a field day with them. So we missed out. I mean, we did get some nectarines, but not a lot. So we really got to focus on the nectarine trees next year and take better care of them and be more on top of things. So here I have cucumbers, and they're just starting. Look, they're just starting to form. There's another one forming down there and over there. So yeah, I'm excited for cucumbers. And look, yellow squash is starting. And the other ones are like a zucchini, a really long green zucchini, but they haven't taken off yet. So waiting on those. I had all my lettuces, and I've replanted them with potatoes. Look, that looks like a potato, I think. I think that's a purple potato. I don't see others coming up. Now I've never done it before. That might be a potato there. No, that's definitely not a potato. Is that a potato? Let me see. I don't think so. They haven't come up. I've never tried to grow potatoes at this time of the year, but the rustic gardener, Gary Pilchneck, I don't know how to say his last name, he said he does it. So you get really small potatoes, but you do get potatoes. And then you can plant them again, and they can take a frost. So you can plant them again for fall. So that's my experiment with that bed. And another thing I'm doing this year is covering things with straw, using straw as mulch, which I think I like. I like using it. These were where my sweet peas were, the sugar snap peas on this trellis. We pulled them out, but now I think I'm going to plant more carrots and then another round of beans for the fall up this trellis. And then here I have trying to grow peppers. This plant doesn't seem to be doing so well. There's a little, do you see that little baby pepper? So it's giving me something. And then we have these. These are supposed to be not spicy. I forget the name of them, but they're starting to come out. And there's more over here. And then here in this tiny little plant, I've already gotten one pepper, and then here's another one. I think this needs to be propped up. And then these are my carrots, and they look nice here, but I pulled one up and it was really, really tiny. So I don't know how they're doing underground. That's the thing about carrots, you can't really tell. And then over here are my tomatoes, and they are starting to do well. They almost died from transplant shock. I've been harvesting some. So like this is almost ready to harvest. There's another one down there. So all the determinate ones are starting to come out. These are the paste tomatoes. And then I've got some salad ones forming there. And yeah, I'm always feeling like I don't think there's one tomato. Oh, is that there? One tomato. This is a mortgage lifter. One tomato is forming there. Anyway, the promise of a lot of tomatoes is here though, because I planted a lot of these paste tomatoes, and then we've got salad tomatoes in there. Yeah, look, they kind of look beautiful with the dew on them. Yeah. So, and then these are kind of big cherry tomatoes. I've harvested a few of these. They're good. These are some chokeberries. Ooh, something's buzzing in my ear. These are chokeberries. Got a lot of chokeberries or aronia berries, and I want to make preserves. I'm going to try and make aronia berry preserves. So I'm going to come out here maybe this week and harvest, and then try to make some preserves to keep. So maybe I'll try drying them too. So look at that. These are the Chinese red noodle beans, and look at that. That's amazing. Oh my goodness, look. There's you see that? There's a black swallowtail. There you go. See that? That's amazing. Anyway, I also have, let's see, what was on this side? I think this is cantaloupe, kind of slow. And I have to figure out what I'm supposed to do about all these blossoms. I bet I'm supposed to pinch some of them off so I can get big melons instead of tiny melons. And then over there is honeydew melons over there. These are being slow, I think. So in these pots, so let me take that out. There we go. This one has an acorn squash, and this one, no, wait, this one's acorn, or butternut squash rather, I'm sorry. And this is a sugar baby pumpkin. So I'm growing those. They look like they're doing okay. And then my fig tree has come back miraculously, and there's lots of figs on there, but not quite ripe yet. I think that's gonna happen in August. So, but it's really come back. We cut it way down. I was worried that it wasn't gonna come back, but it did. It's looking really healthy. Okay, so this is our food forest section, and we have blueberries here, but they were pretty decimated by the deer. Look at that one. It's barely hanging on. Blueberry season is definitely over for us this year. We got a few, but not much. The deer and the rabbits got most of them, as usual. Oh, here's another. It's probably the same butterfly. Or maybe not. We've seen a lot of swallowtail, mostly yellow. This is my third black swallowtail I've seen. And then yesterday, which was the beginning of Monarch Watch, that's July 28th through August 6th, I actually saw a monarch butterfly out here. That's the second time I've seen one out here, so that's pretty cool. Bye, butterfly. And we did harvest 2 apples, a whole 2 apples that we ate, and they were good. The second one had fallen and was a little bit mushy, but the first one was quite good. Yeah, so we actually ate apples that we grew on our own property. We've been trying to do that for like 6 years. This is the first time. These are rose hips. This is in my front yard. And last year I tried drying them in my oven, and I was not successful. You can make rose hip tea and jam, and it's very, very high in vitamin C. They're very acidic. But this year, hopefully, I will harvest some and dry them. But this year they seem to be really shriveling, like right on the, like this one's good. I better come out here and harvest the ones. Look how shriveled those are. And they're drying right on the vine here. But those look good. So maybe I should get out here and harvest some. And then over here in my front yard on the side, if you can see that, these are pomegranates. I took pictures of these, put them on Instagram. Do you see the pomegranate? Let me see if I can, yeah, right there. There's one. There's a few. So this is the first year where the flowers on our pomegranate tree have actually fruited. So I'm so excited about that. I do hope we get to eat pomegranates from the last thing that's here in the front yard. Front yard is mostly ornamental or, you know, pollinator supporting. But this is thyme. And oh, let me go back. There we go. This is thyme, and I forget that it's out here, but oh my gosh, it smells so good. Yeah, I gotta come and harvest some of this too. So that's my little food tour of my garden, what I'm doing in my front and back and side yards. you know, I'm learning as I go. I'm a very slow learner, and it's hard to focus on it a lot. Oh, it's really buggy out here. But anyway, I do enjoy it, and that's why I decided I was going to try the slow food movement. So see if I can join up and meet other like-minded people. All right, talk to you later. Bye.